Hello, everyone. Newell. I hope you are doing well. I welcome all Falcons fans to Falcons Fly and am delighted to have you join my channel. Today, we will engage in a discussion about the Atlanta Falcons and their prospects for the upcoming season. Please gather your thoughts and insights on the Falcons' prospects in the comments section below. Your feedback is valuable to me, and I appreciate your support for our beloved team.
Let's watch Falcons Fly!
The Falcons made the decision to move forward with Michael Penix Jr. as the starter, with 3 games remaining in the 2024 season. At the season's conclusion, Falcons leadership expressed that they, quote, were comfortable moving forward with Cousins as Penix's backup. However, in conversations with leaders such as head coach Raheem Morris and owner Arthur Blank this offseason, Cousins expressed his desire to still be a starter somewhere. As the quarterback market leveled out in recent months, however, no opportunity in which the Falcons would bite at arose. Therefore, as mandatory minicamp began Tuesday for the Falcons, Cousins found himself on the practice field with Atlanta once more working as Penix's backup. After practice, Cousins addressed some of the most significant offseason topics surrounding him, including injuries and his relationship with Penix. Here are the 5 most significant storylines Cousins addressed. In his opening statement, Cousins expressed a thought that would remain consistent throughout the majority of his responses to questions. It was this theme that he believed he was not as healthy during the 2024 season as he had assumed. As the season concluded last year and I began to focus on my physical well-being, having the time to do so, I felt that I believed I was significantly better than I actually was, Cousins said. I believe that one learns this as they improve. As they make improvements, one realizes that they were not fully recovered and that they are still making significant progress. In reference to Cousins' injury, it is important to note that the Achilles tear and subsequent surgery did not solely impact his 2023 season. Rather, the rehabilitation process had a secondary consequence. While Cousins asserted that his Achilles was healed, he also acknowledged experiencing ankle tightness throughout the season. The strength was present, Cousins stated, but mobility was the primary challenge. Cousins admitted that he did not fully comprehend this until after the season had concluded. From a scale of 1 to 10, I believed I was at an 8, but in reality, I was at a 3 or 4. Currently, I am regaining the level of performance that I had previously achieved, which was between 6, 7, and 8, he explained. This realization brought to light the fact that I had not progressed as far as I had hoped. Regarding injuries, a topic that emerged after the season was a right shoulder and elbow issue that Cousins attributed to a hit he sustained during the Falcons' second game against the New Orleans Saints. During an appearance on Good Morning Football, Cousins acknowledged that this issue persisted despite his assertion in season that his decline in performance was not attributable to an injury. In the game against the Saints, I received a significant hit to my right shoulder and elbow, Cousins explained on GMFB in February. Subsequently, I was grappling with this issue and making efforts to address it. Cousins was specifically asked to clarify the extent to which this injury affected his performance during the season. He admitted that this is a question that he has been contemplating extensively. I do not believe there is a straightforward answer, Cousins stated. When considering the trajectory of the season and the subsequent events, it appears that the hit was an inflection point. However, if we were to review the footage together, I cannot attribute every error I made solely to that incident. It lies somewhere in the middle. Cousins had previously mentioned that he had previously dealt with lingering issues, but the situation this year was different. He explained that all the problems were occurring simultaneously, and he may not have been entirely honest with himself about his health. I have sprained my elbow, shoulder, and ankle, he admitted. Therefore, my feelings were no different from previous years. However, I believe the combination of the 3 was the part one did not fully comprehend, and the underlying mechanism that made it all work together in one instance. As previously mentioned in this article, Cousins has engaged in discussions with Falcons leadership regarding his future prospects and his request to be a starting quarterback in the league. During the annual league meetings in April, Morris stated that the Falcons would not hinder Cousins' aspirations if a mutually beneficial trade opportunity presented itself. Cousins confirmed that these conversations had commenced in January and persisted throughout the pre-draft offseason. However, they have largely ceased since April. We are now moving forward, he asserted. Consequently, conversations about the future have diminished. However, this raises the question of Cousins' future. Is he content serving as a backup quarterback? Does he desire to play for another team? Cousins was specifically asked if he would like to join another team, and while it was evident that he yearned for another opportunity to be a starter, the current circumstances do not warrant such an opportunity. Naturally, one would be eager to play, he acknowledged. However, I will not dwell on matters that are not reality. This is not the situation I am in. Therefore, it is more productive to focus on the present circumstances and control what is within my control. I believe this is the appropriate mindset to adopt. Later, when asked about his ideal situation for 2025, Cousins responded by emphasizing a team-centric approach. Currently, my focus is on being the best I can be in the situation I am in. I am hopeful that in February, our organization will hold up the Lombardi Trophy. How we achieve this is more important as a team than any external drama. Our collective focus should be on winning a championship, and each of us individually must contribute to that goal. Earlier today, Tuesday, Morris clarified that he is not concerned about the relationship between Penix and Cousins. He emphasized that the media attention surrounding the situation is significantly exaggerated within the organization. Kirk is not in the business of disrupting Michael Penix, Morris stated. He has a great appreciation for the player and the person that he is. I do not have any concerns about those matters. These issues only arise when there is a lack of communication or a void in communication which we do not have. Cousins concurred, stating that he will not hinder Penix's progress. Michael will have a great career, Cousins said. He is starting well and possesses all the necessary attributes for success. I am here to support him as he requires it. However, I do not want to be an excessive burden or another voice. I simply want to provide my support in the manner that is appropriate, and he understands that. So with this supporting cast, there's no doubt the offense should reach a new high, and I, for one, am looking forward to seeing them play this year, knowing they're going to take it to a whole new level. What are your thoughts? Do you anticipate the Atlanta Falcons to perform exceptionally well this year? If so, where would you rank their current team in comparison to other teams? I would be grateful if you could share your thoughts and insights in the comments section. Your time and participation in our discussion are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your attention. I extend my best wishes for a productive day. We will engage in further discussion in our next video. Goodbye.
Let's watch Falcons fly.